This is a disaster.
About a year ago, I had the genius idea to do a $100 mock challenge. I know that a lot of builders in the community have small budgets to work with, or maybe don't have any piece collections to pull from. And so I figured, let's start with nothing and only get $100 because I figured, in the course of about a year, that's a reasonable, whatever age you are, to acquire that amount of money over the course of a year. And I was going to challenge myself to build that. I still do believe it's entirely possible, but I made a lot of mistakes. Yes, the $100 mock series is over. This will be the final episode. There is a possibility I return to something like this in the future, and other LEGO YouTubers, if you're watching this, you're welcome to pick up this series if you want to challenge yourself. But this version, with these pieces, with the money I've spent so far, is coming to an end. And today's episode, I'm going to go over all the mistakes and lessons I learned in this series, the short series as it was, to hopefully help educate you guys. So if you are working with a small budget, you know how to go about it correctly instead of incorrectly like I did here. Mistake number 1, make sure you know what you are building before you spend the majority of your budget. I made 2 purchases before I even had a general idea of what I would build. The first purchase was those Minecraft sets, and the second one was these Star Wars minifigures, these clone troopers. Before I bought the clone troopers, I didn't even know what theme I was going to build, and then I saw a good deal on those, and I said, hey, this is a great deal, let me buy these, I'll build something Star Wars. But I had already bought pieces, and yeah, that was a huge mistake. And then after that, I still had not yet finalized my idea. At that point, I'd spent roughly half of my budget, and I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to build that Blue Shadow Virus scene from that Clone Wars arc, just like a hallway scene with the Bomb Squad troopers. And then I went ahead and made another purchase of stuff, even though I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to look like. I didn't know what pieces I was looking for. So I went to Bricks and Minifigs and bought a bunch of general landscaping pieces. And by that, I mean the colors that I needed, not the actual pieces. And that was critical to the success of this mock, is the pieces, not necessarily just pulling random parts based on their color. I bought a bunch of green parts, a bunch of tan, a bunch of brown, because I said, hey, I need some terrain pieces. Not, oh, I need wedge bricks or these different slopes or a bunch of this piece to do certain detailing techniques. I was not thinking like that. I was thinking color when I went to Bricks and Minifigs, and well, I ended up with the right colors I needed, but nowhere near the right pieces. Lesson number 2. A good deal does not equal a good mock building kit. So my first purchase was those Minecraft sets, which I got for, I think, around $20 if I remember correctly. That was a phenomenal deal in terms of parts per piece. However, the main issue with that was it was a lot of these basic bricks. I have a ton of these 1x2 Technic bricks with the axle hole. I have a ton of these 1x3 light bluish gray bricks. I have a ton of 1x1 tiles. These are great pieces and can definitely be used in builds. But when a majority of the pieces that I have available to build a mock are only basic pieces, like something like these pieces right here that I used to build this little structure, and that's like all of the pieces I have, there is no or very little room for detail, and your building expertise level needs to be very, very high in order to make creative uses of the most basic bricks, and I am nowhere near that in terms of building expertise. So that was a huge struggle. So I am still a fan of spending a little money at first, like I spent that $20 to get some pieces. But at that stage, those pieces should be for prototyping, not, oh, this is a great deal, let me buy this first and just have a bunch of bricks available, and then I'll just keep buying after that. No, make that first purchase of pieces and start building. Remember, as I said in the first point, you should know what you are building before you spend any money. That was a huge drawback to my whole plan and really jeopardized this entire series. Lesson number 3. It is never too late to turn back. Something I had wish I had done midway through the series when I realized this is not going the way it should be. I do not have the pieces I need. I still don't have an idea. It is never too late to go back and really put in the structure of planning for your build. So one way I could have done it, there are multiple of course, is I bought all these clone troopers as I had mentioned, and I've shown them in the previous episodes as well as the live streams that I've done for the series. If you haven't been paying attention, the clone troopers from the Clone Wars have gone up significantly in value. And I was not intending to use all of them. I have a large group of them right here. I have a total of 11 of these clone troopers, and there's 2 stormtroopers here, I believe. 2 stormtroopers. So I had the opportunity to sell maybe even half of them. Let's say I went ahead with that Blue Shadow Virus idea and I only needed 2 bomb squad troopers. I could have sold the other 9 clones, and let's say I sold them for an average of $5 a piece, which is probably well below what I could have sold them for on Bricklink or eBay. That would have been an extra $45 for my budget. That's not money it wouldn't be the $145 mock challenge, because I still only started with the $100, got a good deal, and then kind of traded up to get more value for pieces. So it is never too late to restart in your project. Key lesson. Now, at that last lesson, you may be wondering, well, why am I not restarting right now? Why am I scrapping this series? The series has become such a burden on my Lego hobby. I've been home for almost a month now from college, almost a month since classes have ended, and I have not built a single thing. I have all of my Lego pieces available to me. I am out of work for the summer currently, and I have not built a single thing because every time I walk in my Lego room, I see these pieces and get frustrated. So for me, this is a series that I just have to end because it has become such a burden on what used to be a fun and exciting hobby to me. So I'm hoping to get back to that stage. I don't want to put a YouTube series in the way of what I grew up enjoying doing. So with that being said, that's the close of this series. Thank you for everyone who watched my live streams, who watched the other 2 episodes of this. Like I said, if there's anyone else out there who wants to pick this series up, you're welcome. You have my permission. You can make it any dollar amount you want. I think it's a great series, especially for new MOC builders to understand that you really don't have to have a lot of money or a large piece collection to build incredible MOCs. So I hope to return with some more videos later this week. I'll be returning with some more episodes of my Clone Wars Rewind series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for standing by. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos, and have a great day.